What is up, y'all? It's your boy Yannick coming at you with another video of Church of MHA Season 2, episode, I believe, 29, My Hero Academia, chapter 325. Let's get it popping. We already got Bishop Tarnish here.
Yo, always here. Great chapter.
We got Archbishop East.
Undefeated of the East, baby. What it do? We here another game for a Sunday. Yeah.
And that's all that's here right now. But that's okay. Y'all find your pews. Hey, welcome back. You've been good and faithful, new viewer. I appreciate that a lot, actually. I'm like, yeah, it's close to Acts and everything, but that's okay. How y'all doing?
Shit, I'm cooling. I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm doing all right too.
Tell me about your lives. Let the people come in.
Whoa. Tony. Hold on.
Yeah, don't read the chat yet.
Oh, you wild.
Yeah, thank you.
My bad, Tony. Well, hold up. Wait till he read the chapter. Don't
Yeah, that makes come on. Yeah, shit, I'm cool. I'm trying to work some more hours at my job because a nigga trying to get more equipment and shit for my career path. Plus, I'm probably trying to get a whip, some shit like that.
Whip?
God, I fucking hate walking in the cold. I'm buying my shit cash though. I ain't doing no car note. I ain't doing all that extra shit. You got me fucked up.
Not for me. That car no shit, not for me neither.
Yeah, the fuck for real.
You're not even cold down there. What's the coldest to get in the Georgia area?
Oh damn, cuz you gonna I forgot.
Up north. East. I'm 5'3". I can't handle 50 degrees.
5'4". I tell him 5'4.5". 50. Hey man, listen.
I know that.
I forgot what this nigga from. Motherfucker up north. I forgot. Y'all motherfuckers watching and fucking.
It's something with a W.
Wait, did I miss something?
Yo,
I was making fun of East for saying that it get cold in Atlanta.
Getting cold in Atlanta.
Hey, you know what? Listen,
niggas, you're like African niggas. When they come here in Belgium, we have like 24 degrees. I think it's like 70 Fahrenheit at your place, and people are saying it's cold here. You're thinking to yourself, man, it's just 20.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. Fuck you niggas in the fucking and y'all snow and y'all 1 degree weather.
I love snow.
No trash, bro.
I'll take my fucking 20, 30 degrees.
I don't know if it's just because I'm young and my bones is not brittle yet, but I like snow. You know?
Oh yeah, my body aged by like 20 years.
Let it snow.
Hey, Pons, we don't get us copyright struck.
It was a good one. Just tell us that. Okay, people, like the stream. Here with 30 people, 90 likes. Let's get these 30s. I'm happy to be here. Literally, today is going to be the day.
The day?
Yeah, the day I was waiting for.
Oh, shit. Oh, that sounds intense.
Got a new challenger. I heard you lurking in the background.
I wanted to stream, man.
Yeah, who the fuck back there?
Nah, that's the homie Watkins.
Whoa, Watkins.
I'm saying he can't popping up. He think we can't smell greatness from a mile away? Come on.
Nah, takes a while.
Takes a while
for my. Oh, it's doing all right. That's about it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's just been like, I live life. See, that's the real secret. Like when you watch a lot of TV shows and they're like, oh, around the horn, how's everybody doing? Everybody's like, shit, nigga, I've been alive.
Yeah. That's about it.
Never
I went to work.
Never resonate more with Squirrel in my life.
I will tell you something. Literally, today, a girl sent me like she wanted to go to the cinema today, and I say no because I was about to stream.
Wow.
Just to tell me how much I wanted to be here.
Wow.
She wanted to watch Shang-Chi. So.
That's why that nigga said today gonna be the day.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, Wait until we read the damn chapter.
Yeah, he wild. Yo, he's
This
wild
nigga
in the chat today.
This nigga is a little bit too excited, boy.
Boy.
Need you to relax. Tone that down, please, sir. Shit.
38 people.
Oh,
38 people,
that's almost threshold.
Yes.
but only 23 likes. That shit don't add up.
Yep.
Mm.
Like the stream, people. Like the stream. Show your love. And I will say hello to Joseph. Hello to Salmi. To Tanzania. I said it right, I hope. To Lamar. Yeet. Tyler. Alves. Speed Blitz. Tony America. Jalen.
All right, bet. We have 40. I'm starting the chapter.
Tony America, no sim September. That's the realest shit you said all stream so far.
Thanks, man.
All right, so you get the coda pulling up. Midoriya. What gives, Ida? This isn't our moment. Yeah, coda racing in. Isn't that right, Uraraka?
Shout out to all my people that wear glasses. You see either squinting in that panel, you can't see.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. That nigga was looking off in the wrong direction.
I was just gonna say.
Boy, gear still busted. The bonds of one for all. Ooh.
Now y'all can see she's her actual height. I told you it was just the distance thing.
Midoriya, I'm sorry. I was too scared to run over here. Sorry, so sorry. But then that lady stood up and said that stuff. I had to try because I want to be like you. That's why I'm here. Get it? You don't gotta cry anymore. You'll be okay. Yo,
Let me put
start.
Great start, but the Midoriya that he said like Midoriya Oni-chan or something like that, and it just something that got lost in translation, which is an affectionate way of saying like he looks up to him type shit.
You're a UA student then? Yes, miss. Several shelters turned me away. Oof.
Shoji, where you at?
Hold up.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
wish
said,
Squid. I wish Squid was here because he called it. He called it too.
Damn. All right, hold on. Let me actually say the part. No heteromorphs allowed, they said. It was one rejection after the next until UA finally took me in. Coda's still a bum, but we don't support mutant discrimination in this church. But well, this means I get to see you again. How lucky for me. Hey, he's 16, man. You need to relax.
I think it was cute. It wasn't. I
know.
Yeah.
I was messing with you.
My crybaby hero. Look, she picked him up. This is so cute. I let a nigga get thrown ass.
My crybaby.
That nigga could throw her like a football.
She's trying to take his right title back, because some gangster manga tried to steal that from him.
Instead of freaking out and laying blame everywhere, especially on the fanboy, every which way, why don't we take a moment and hear these folks out? The boy's not asking to kick up his feet and stay here forever, right? But supplies and good help are hard to find out there these days. So if the boy needs a break before the world grinds him down to nothing, this place is his last best bet. That's the long and short of it, right, heroes? Indeed. Why not Shiketsu then, if they've got the same setup? Except they probably react the same way. To be frank, is this about to get really? Also, I've decided Pinhead's name is Frank. We gonna call him Frank from now on.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah, matches.
I catch any of you calling him anything other than Frank, I'll bite your finger off.
It's better than calling him Star Fishman from chapter 1.
He's Frank Star.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
argue with Hori if you can get in contact with him, nigga. Don't come in my tweets. Anyway,
It is indeed about to get real though.
How I was like a spectator and heroes were performers on a stage.
Mm.
It's crazy. I didn't even have to do my chapter review last week because I already talked about all this. I mean, people don't watch them though, so it's fine. Once upon a time, the unmatched All Might showed us all how to be a hero. And he was the act to follow and everybody cheered him on. But along the way, people forgot about the heart and soul that made the man. The stage is gone now. The theater's knocked down. With failure after failure, heroes can't be hoping for glory and riches at this point. So many of those folks we once called heroes have hung up their capes. Think about it. Those ones who are still left, still fighting, what do you think they're fighting for? If we reject the ones still standing up for what's right, what do we even got left? How will there be any chance in hell of going back to our old lives? Sure, we're all hurting here, but let's stop and use our heads. How long can we be spectators on the sidelines?
Talking to these niggas, dog. Let's go. We got a super chat from Joseph. Appreciate you,
This
Joseph.
one of their own talking to them.
Hold up, Joseph Ciola coming through. Could this be why she waited so long to Yep, that's a good point. Yep.
No.
See, also I like that. Like, no, Frank greater than Patrick. Frank greater than Patrick. Frank clear. When's the last time Patrick did something like this?
Frank can at least open a jar.
There are rumors of a guy with multiple quirks dressed in rags. They say he's either an agent of the villains or maybe a true hero. So tell us, say you get to rest here for now. Will we get to go back to our old lives eventually? Everyone is in this together with me. So yes, we'll bring it all back.
No, he must not say this. He must say we're gonna bring a new Dom back. New, not to say because the best was not perfect. Was not good.
Yup. Wait.
It's okay. When he get his ass beat again, he gonna be like, all right, we're gonna make it even better.
That's the thing, Alec. Sorry, we're still on that growth path. Thank you.
I love it. All right, let's see. And unfortunately, page 8 has a little too much code in it, but we don't allow it. Did you happen to hear Gravity's speech looking at Batman, Robin, and Shoto?
Nightwing.
No,
No.
Shoto is so.
He Red Hood, wasn't he?
No, what's fascinating about the Todoroki family is that all 4 Robins exist within Hawks and none of the Todorokis. But that's a whole other conversation. Fuck it. So check it out. You got the swordsmanship and the prodigy of Damien. You got the criminal father defeated by Batman and Jason Todd, also Hawks. You got the fact that he's just straight up a bird. The nickname, like Robin, doesn't come from Batman. It comes from the nickname that Dick Grayson was given by his mother. Plus, you got the whole acrobatic, naturally talented, gifted, flight, extra charismatic aspects. And you have the aspects of Tim Drake where, unlike every other Robin, or I should say, unlike Dick, unlike Jason, and unlike Damien, who was more or less foisted by Talia, Tim Drake deliberately saw problems with Batman's behavior and life after Jason died and deliberately chose to seek him out and become his Robin and help him. The same way Hawks did. All 4 of those dynamics exist established within his character in the Pro Hero arc. It's why I always say the Pro Hero arc is like technically the most generic arc next to Sports Festival, but also one of the best written.
So you're saying that Hawks is the Robin to Endeavor.
Yep.
I mean, that was clear.
That was clear, yes, but no, you give examples for.
But the depth that Aniki went into was different.
That's why I'm here.
Oh yeah, and the willingness to kill, that too. But yeah, let's get back to the chapter. Come in and see for yourselves. All is well, at least for the time being. Boom. In the end, all we did was cause pain for Deku. No real progress, just a roundabout way of getting to this point. No progress? I disagree. We're seeing it here. One for All is a network of power that links people's hearts. It tied All Might to Midoriya, then Class A kept Midoriya in the game, and Uravity linked these people to Midoriya. If all of us are even a little bit capable of seeing each other you guys united as one, then I see a future where heroes have time to kill. One so bright we can't help but grin.
a lot of small details on this double spread.
Yeah.
You might want to
Yeah.
hit.
Yep. Inko's made it. Coda is canonically as tall or taller than Mineta.
That's sad.
Kaminari swatting the back of Bakugo's head, likely because it looks like he's near the dude who was talking shit. So he probably pulled up on it and he's like, "Yeah, what's good? What's your problem, my boy? You still hating?" You got grumpy looking dude, girl with the Coke bottle glasses, Momo getting handed an umbrella. She probably ain't seen one of those before. You know she'd be too rich for her own good. All right.
Why is Bakugo
No.
looking like that?
Oh, because Kaminari's
That's
swatting his head. So more than likely because he was talking shit.
The All Might t-shirt wearing Punk is giving Deku an umbrella too.
Yeah. So yeah. We got somebody with a pompadour. Or he doesn't do a lot of pompadours. It's actually kind of a surprise.
Where the hell is that?
The dude giving Kirishima an umbrella has a small pompadour.
Oh.
Also, Jiro's closer to, is that Coda? No, that's just some dude wearing a beanie. All right, good. No Coda in this page. Top tier. Father. Still happening since, the war arc, except this time it's deliberate, not into crisis, just a straightforward, what up, Dad? We do this together. And then we get that toy. Yeah. Cementos. This was beyond my power, but your class achieved it, Aizawa. Be sure to tell my class president, job well done for me.
Mm-hmm.
How's the leg going, Fairy? I won't be the next Mirko, I can tell you that. And Kurogiri? I try to speak to him every day, but no progress on that front. The breakthrough you and Mike had was the inspiration to ship some Nomu Kurogiri included to the central hospital in secret and begin restorative research. The copy of his quirk was pulverized by Mirko. But if you hadn't reached through to Shirakumo's spirit that day, no place on this planet would be an impenetrable stronghold any longer. It may be faint and elusive as a cloud, but there remains a wisp of hope for us. Still keeping up the strategy against Toga? Yes. We have inferred the limitations of our quirk in terms of quantity of blood ingested and transformation duration. Accordingly, we are only admitting evacuees into UA after keeping them in isolation for long enough. The UA really is our stronghold, and it's time for payback. Yes, of course. Oh, no.
He's walking away.
He's walking to his death.
It's all my
It will be.
season. All my season. Now y'all can shut the hell up about what's all my thought on all this shit. Cause y'all getting on my damn nerves.
I need him dead. That's all I care about, really.
Nah,
Chill.
they want to hear every single thought on my head ever since Endeavor thing came out. So you know what?
Wait. First of all, I feel like we should get this out the way first. Do y'all think that might be Toga as All Might?
Hell no.
No.
Be a cold air.
It would,
Because I heard that going around. I just wanted to bring that up. Couldn't ignore that.
nigga, anytime a character will show up, people will be saying it's Toga until we see Toga.
Yeah, it's gotten to that point with her because we haven't seen her in so long.
They were like, "Oh my god, that's Toga right there."
But I wouldn't be mad if this was Toga. Because the last time we saw All Might, he was with Stain. I doubt Stain would let him just get bodied by Toga. So.
All right, go ahead and address the Kurogiri thing. That shit was funny.
Man.
Horikoshi finessed all of us because for the Tartarus chapter, he showed Kurogiri there. He didn't show him there, but he put a panel of Kurogiri there.
Mm-hmm.
And, the wall looks the same in the background and all that, but Kurogiri was never at Tartarus. That's why Alpha One didn't leave with him. He didn't leave, that's why he had to get on that helicopter, because I always wondered why he did that. I'm like, isn't Kurogiri there? Like, why not just get him? He was never there.
Yeah, y'all niggas over there, bitch, you complain like, "Oh my god, nothing ever explained this, that, and the other." It's like, do you know what a reveal is? Shocking.
And now
I will.
everything all for everything all for one has done since then makes so much more sense because he can't, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have Kurogiri. He can't just teleport everywhere. He has to actually move tactical and
And they
use these
wouldn't,
normal properly.
and they wouldn't have fucking known that Kurogiri got secretly moved to the location because nobody had that information.
The other thing okay, so there is one thing with All for One that's been bugging me, and that's been the teleportation quirk. Because he had one too. But he also said that
I think he said he could only bring people to and from him.
Yeah.
I think. And he had to be acquainted with them. I think that's what he said.
Like,
and this Nomu who got his quirk pulverized by Miracle, I don't remember them saying that was Kurogiri's quirk. I think that was just a teleportation quirk in general.
I think it's just like a offspring type beat,
or maybe that was the original version of it, and maybe like they mixed that version with Shirakumo's, and that's how they got Kurogiri's quirk.
That kind of makes sense if you think about it. From the warp cloud.
But what if the one that they used was just a copy of what came from Shirakumo?
I would bet the former.
I mean, because they said that they said Kurogiri's quirk, like it's the core of it is Shirakumo with other stuff, other quirk factors piled on top of it.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. But
so there has to be, and Shirakumo wasn't teleportation; it was just loud cloud. So there has to be a teleportation quirk that got mixed into his. Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm saying, what if, but it all became one quirk. So what if they just copy that?
Nah, I see the
Either way, it's destroyed. So I don't really care which one it is.
I see the former making more sense than the latter. Like John's quirk, then you fuse it with loud cloud and whatever God what else knows what else, and then you get that. Rather than
John's quirk was that throwing up shit. You throw up the black stuff.
Then it get teleported.
Like the teleportation. So more than likely, they just mean that they're just acknowledging again for the readers, like, hey, the majority of the quirk copies got destroyed. But what this is also directly stating is that we went through the wreckage and we found the quirk copies and we were able to identify what they were, which means there were some samples that were left over or some mess that they were able to actually genetically test and identify, which now means we have potentially Central Hospital copying quirks, etc. Which makes sense.
They have more Nomu than Kurogiri. They have a high end, I think, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, they don't have long though.
Well, it's important to note though, Kurogiri could have been transferred before the war, before the 3-month skip.
No,
he definitely was because they put him in secret. They said after they did the
thing. After that and after the mic and Aizawa stuff, probably, which makes sense.
Yeah,
they sent him away after that.
But also, Central, I think it's important to note because I think a lot of people feel like Central Hospital is this weird thing, but in reality, it seems to be like in one of the biggest cities, and canonically, Ujiko established multiple hospitals and orphanages. What do you think are the odds that the premier quirk scientist wasn't at least involved at least a little bit with Central Hospital?
You know he put Central Hospital on.
I'm waiting. I think that's why we haven't seen Ujiko. I feel like there's really something big involving him that we don't know still.
But we don't know shit. We really don't know shit about Ujiko, bro. Like that's the thing that like
there's no way he doesn't know about Central Hospital. Him or All for One.
I just think niggas will start realizing like when it comes, it comes. Y'all niggas be asking for stuff and be impatient as hell. Like when it's relevant, it'll be revealed. Y'all just
I can't blame fans for wanting to know shit. Although I will say people say
these niggas been asking for.
No. I think people wanting to see shit is one thing. I just think people saying to people, "Oh man, he doesn't know what he's doing. He forgot about this shit, or he's not going to show us." Yeah, I think that's stupid.
No. That's how they say it. That's how they say it.
No, it's to a certain degree.
Like that.
It's to a certain degree. It's like, how many times do I have to fucking hear the same rhetoric? Like, oh my God, where that? Where is that? We still know this. We still know that. So he gonna give y'all what y'all want, right? Y'all ask for Deku shit. where our kids at this entire time? Did the kids show up? Y'all change your mind about the kids and Deku shit? I want on them. I want more Deku shit. Like it's gonna be this. Like y'all always get what y'all want, or just when it's relevant or it's needed to be known, and then y'all change your mind when you fucking get it. Because then you're like, all right, what my next thing at? Like I ain't satisfied with this, but what about this? I need this explained now. Like god damn, nigga.
I will say this though. I have at this point I don't know when the fuck this shit's going to end.
I already got my bet, and my shit ain't changed since the final act. The rest of these niggas can jump up and get the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I'm saying because last week made it look like this shit is over pretty goddamn soon. Now this will make me think. I don't know, nigga. I don't know what's going on.
Bro, me. Who was it? It was me.
We in for a ride.
No. Hold on. Thomas, who was it? It was me, you, Coffee, Giorno, Thomas, and who else helped us? Like we put together. It was literally down. It's like 56 ongoing plot lines.
It was mainly you and Coffee.
Coffee put out like the first 30, and I put like 17 or whatever it was, and then Thomas helped in too. Like, bro, it's a bunch of fucking plot lines that need to be fucking fleshed out.
Y'all see how this Toga stuff just got thrown in casually, and that's a whole other story arc right there, dealing with this one person in particular.
Like, there's so much stuff outside of just the main thing.
You're correct about that, but that actually can't be like fucking like finished within like 3 chapters.
Okay, now then you also got niggas want the final battle to start. Wasn't Compress supposed to go back? More to be revealed? What's Spinner's moment? It's like I can go read the list and we'll be here for quite a minute. Me reading 50 fucking plot lines that we need to address or things that have been set up that need to pay through. And niggas talking about, I don't know, 50 chapters. They probably going 100. Final battle gonna start soon. Like some stuff you can't do in a final battle because it's not final battle material. And it's not epilogue material, really. If niggas have no real excuse for rushing the story. They just want to. I've never seen people be like, I don't want the story to end.
Everybody is just scared because the chapter title was Final Act. If it wasn't for that, nobody would be talking about when it's ending.
Okay,
at least
like I keep saying, that shit don't mean nothing to me. Cause I seen final arcs going for like 100, 200 damn chapters, and you keep talking about Horcrux don't do long arc, nigga. It's the act.
I think what got people to really start saying last week was all the parallels to the first chapter.
What the fuck does that even? What I got to do with anything? Really?
There's been parallels to the first chapter. Like in 306, there's a parallel to the first chapter where he said a giant villain. That's a parallel to the first chapter.
I know. I'm saying it's about how hard they hammered it in. How hard they hammered it in with the last one. Because they had a whole bunch of characters and everything coming back from the first chapter.
Okay. Let's address this in a lot of different ways. Writing 101. Whenever niggas lay out their full plan, that shit don't go like they thought. Let's look at examples within the fucking story. Then they lay out their whole plan during the war, right before. This is what we're gonna do. Look how that fucking turned out. Ain't nobody escaping, huh?
Shigaraki was not supposed to get away.
Not even a mouse gets away. Edge shot, huh?
Shigaraki was priority number 1, and he escaped. That was an L. Letting that man escape.
Then that fucking like what it was like 310, 309, 310. Don't they just like and go take it back from the League of Villains? This a team up for the big 3. Everybody gassed up about that shit. Look how that shit turned out. And I'm not doing a damn thing. Honestly, it didn't do shit but fuck up Deco mental health when they off one played those niggas. And they still
they acknowledged it.
They acknowledge
that they got bodied.
Yeah, like okay, what? Now they're gonna go for payback. What after 3-4 weeks? Now we're gonna take revenge. Now we gonna form a proper plan.
The only hero ready for the smoke is Aizawa.
Yeah, like now y'all gonna form a plan. Nigga, off one Ben had a plan on top of plans as soon as he popped out the bitch. So y'all falling behind by 4 weeks. And then you got wild cards that we don't even know about. So this whole like they got a plan. Oh, like bro, them talk about we gonna take everything back. Like, yeah, it was a nice moment, but I'm not fucking being fooled by that shit.
Them saying that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean nothing to me because I mean, like, what they gonna do? I don't have a plan.
Exactly, like, bro, Alves, this is my exact point. A lot of y'all niggas don't read Horikoshi interviews because, like, some of the shit he be saying comes straight from the horse's mouth. It's like there's no speculation. If a fucking author just says something, like, going forward with my editor, I'm going to conclude all these plot lines. we're making sure we conclude everything. Like logic will fucking dictate. Oh, maybe he's actually just gonna do what the hell he just said. Like, hello, niggas talking about he gonna rush. He just gonna throw this away. Like, but didn't he just literally say from his own mouth?
Yeah,
like,
he said he talks to his editor every week. You know how when you talk to somebody about something, and then because you're talking to somebody, you figure out more stuff during the conversation. You're like, oh yeah, this too, that too, this too.
Like little notes, he literally pulling a back of the fucking volume 30, like 30, what was it, like 31? He was like, yeah, I've been waiting to put a lot of this shit in since the series started. Like
day one.
Like the hell nigga, like he been waiting for this moment. Niggas like, oh, he just gonna rush.
Yeah,
like,
you know, people keep saying it's ending because the parallels and callbacks. So basically, what he said was while he was drawing Deku crying in chapter 1, he was thinking about Deku crying last chapter.
Nigga, that's
because he's been wanting to do that.
What? All right, you know what? I see y'all is so delusional that it don't even know any sense at this point.
Yeah, 50 is more of a realistic. He's always wanted to draw.
Like, bro, like if 50 is more of a better estimate, like Oda told him, listen, like if he actually wanted to end this story at 30, guess what? He aimed for 30 originally going in there. Go over the course, he realized how much shit runs longer than you actually expect to run. If he wanted the story to end at 30, guess what he would have did? Okay, let me give Deku all the quirks, and then they beat Shigaraki, and then they just kind of end here. Instead, he had Shigaraki go do a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, the war would have been a decent ending. Like if he rewrote it and he made it a little bit longer, he could have made it work if he really wanted to rush it, like people making it seem he is right now.
He would have gave all the kids actual moments.
Yes, exactly.
Because they were, you know what I'm saying? Like if he wanted to rush it, he had that out last arc because he did a time skip too, so he could have given us even more bullshit. People were complaining about Deku being at 45. Imagine if after that 3 months he had the amount of quirks he has right now because he was rushing to the end.
Yeah, like
that's how it would have gone.
Yeah, y'all niggas weird. Let me address something too, because while we on the topic of y'all niggas bugging, this is what we gonna stop doing. Y'all need to stop overvaluing some relationships because you want to see it so much. That's your problem. Y'all want. It's what y'all want. Guess what? Mangaka don't give a fuck about what you want. You niggas are selfish. I'm glad none of y'all writing this shit because the story would definitely not be the same because it's based off what y'all want. Okay? To address this point, y'all overvalue the relationships with Midnight and the reaction. I keep seeing this goddamn, I want to see the reaction. Like, nigga, the whole class crying and boohooing. Not everybody, yes, they might cry, but not everybody gonna have the same reaction. It's gonna be this. Let me say this. It's gonna be the same thing like when y'all was fucking roasting some of the kids and didn't care about some of the shit they were saying. Because I guarantee you seen Koda crying, y'all niggas not gonna give a fuck. Odri, y'all ain't gonna feel shit. Sato, y'all not gonna feel shit. Hakaguri and Ayama really crying. Y'all not gonna feel shit, them niggas crying. You gonna want specific characters. And that's always what you want. Instead of, it should be the whole class. No, you gonna want specific people getting the panel and specific people getting words. Because y'all like to pick and choose as always. Y'all like to pick and choose. You don't want the whole class. So don't bullshit. Because I ain't hear nobody asking, I want to see Koda, Ojiro, and Sato reaction. No, y'all just want specific people. That's how I always go with y'all niggas. Always what you want. It's like, bro, Mina and fucking Momo were the closest to Midnight.
Yeah.
And then Midnight, Momo's still gonna get some more shit referring to them. They seen the body. That was the main initial reaction. You need the whole class fucking crying, especially with Deku going off doing the shit he's doing. And you actually think you're gonna see Bakugo like, come on now.
We didn't even see Aizawa's reaction to Midnight stuff.
Exactly.
If y'all want to take if y'all want to take it there, we didn't see his either. He should have been like, because he avoided it, and you see he still wants payback now. Yeah, he's exactly. He's verbally doing the same thing the students are doing, like not right now. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, bro, like it's not like, okay, you want, so again, guess what? Like, oh well, guess what? Y'all made an argument. Oh well, I would like to see Kaminari because he was kind of closer. Even me there too was like, oh, so see, there you go. You picking and choosing. You don't want the whole class, you want specific characters. Once again, what y'all want. Because y'all selfish, bro. Like, this is my thing. Y'all always see, I want to see this. Like, nah, you want to see specific people react. You don't care about the whole class. Stop that. That's not me ranting. I'm tired of y'all niggas. I really don't like this vendor.
Oh man, this
Nigga.
like the situation.
Nigga Gojo been sealed for like what 90 something chapters. I ain't hear y'all say shit. I ain't even gonna speak on what happened to a certain character with no arms. Another female that dead. I didn't see reaction for some people reaction to that, but
Oh, what I like is that aspect of the Horikoshi, really the attention of details. You know, people were who's in the first part of the chapter. People that went to Deku were people that think of Deku as a hero. You know, like their hero. You know what I mean? You have Kota. You had Fox Lady that nobody knows her name, and you also had Mineta that ran to him and I was also crying, you know what I mean? But you had Tan Ida who just stopped him. Just to Horikoshi, Horikoshi didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? To put Mineta right here, but he did it. So my hunch is right. So yeah, I really like that. But next to this chapter was a chapter that preludes a lot of stuff like the talk that you were all talking about the Kurogiri stuff. There's many questions that we have right now too, because we don't know where we can lead to. And we get a toga because this chapter, it shows that also Horikoshi knows that he has a character like Toga who is in the story. So and that the characters in the story knows as well that there is somebody like Toga, so they have to bring attention to that detail. And next to this, the story, All Might, my man All Might. Where is his end? That's the question, because right now he gave his back to the school. He's walking somewhere. Where to? To Stain. Do you think that he will go back to talk to Stain, or because right now we don't know where he's at?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what is gonna happen with All Might right now. Like I don't know if he's with Stain. I don't know if he's by himself. I don't know why he's leaving UA. I don't know anything right now, and I love it.
It's a guilt thing.
You think he thinks he's the reason for all of this, right?
He's partially right.
Yes, that's typical.
So, he heard the Gravity speech 100%, and then you know what I'm saying, the old man speech too, and he directly called out All Might, the civilian. He said All Might, so like.
And what I like about this is that, remember when I said that My Hero's first chapter highlighted almost half to all the problems within the series? The old man who called Deku a fanboy for wanting to sit there and watch, aka Frank Starr, pulling up and being like, you know what? 2 years ago in this universe's time, you saw me watching and gawking along as Kami Woods took on a giant villain. And I realized that us sitting around and watching things like it's entertainment has been a large part of the problem the whole time. And then cycle that back to Shigaraki's story, where, you know, he's wandering, he's lonely, nobody comes through for him. They just kind of go, oh, heroes will do that. I'm not a hero. Peace. But one of the main points of My Hero Academia isn't just what makes a hero, it's what makes a villain, and how heroes and villains get some of the same opportunities, but in different ways.
From the same coin, like Best Genius.
Right. Yep. And for them to actually be that, there needs to be like some kind of connection, which is the real problem with NBA stuff. But people aren't talking about that. They're just mad it wasn't as bloody as they imagined.
What?
Nah, I'm mad about the story.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't see nobody complaining about gore. I see nobody complaining about all the cuts.
Seen people.
No, I've seen plenty of gore.
I don't. My timeline must
like gore complaints.
Trust me,
My
everybody has a
timeline
different.
gotta-
Everybody has a different timeline. That's the
Yeah,
one.
my timeline got to be different because all I've seen are people talking about how like Reed Destro isn't a character, all the cuts, all that type of shit.
The Redestro not being a character kills me.
And then
Really
we've seen,
kills me.
and then I've seen a few like in between frame nitpicking, which pisses me off. I don't like that. That makes me really bad.
For myself, it is just when I heard about people calling Redestro filler character, that's painful to me, man.
I mean, I don't think I've watched a single episode of the second season, but from what I've heard, I can imagine why.
Nah, it's because I'm rereading the story and I'm on NBA right now, and I'm just looking at all the stuff they really be cutting on this nigga. I was like, damn.
I heard
He really like a mustache villain, twirling villain, rather than
they
actual
cut
character.
the scene where he fucking killed the dude, right?
Yeah, Yamashita. And actually thinking about, I reread that, they could have did that scene because of censorship, because all it is you don't actually see him fully snapping his neck like on the panel. It's like you see him choking him, and then the top panel he actually snaps his neck is black and it's like crunch, and then beneath it's the body falling, like and not just like you could tell and insinuate. It's not even like bloody.
They definitely don't cut it. They don't cut it because of censorship. They cut it because of pace.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, even on that regard,
I have no idea why.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I kind of know why, but I don't know why they chose to do it with this. Because from what because like I said, the production committee always is pretty much gives them how many volumes they need to adapt and how many episodes they're going to get to do it. And for some reason, I don't know whose decision this was. It might have been a production committee. It might have been fucking the series director. Who knows? But I don't know whose decision it was to flip the shit.
That's more than likely executive stuff.
Oh, it probably is. I'm just confused as to what the mindset was behind it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I had to explain some shit to my brother because he was talking and stuff, but I was like, nah, this is how it actually went, because he was kind of confused. He was like,
I just realized I'm very surprised Squid isn't here.
Hold on, I gotta look up something.
Where is this nigga?
I don't know. He need to hurry the fuck up though.
He's not here too.
Because I hope he does. Because I can only be here for another hour.
We're not going like super crazy.
Yeah, so this is about to be short. You tagging him now, BG?
Yeah.
Because we need to hurry this one go, because we got shit to handle after this. Cameron Bailey, I'm kind of confused on what you're trying to say, but anybody else want to think they're going to?
What do you ask?
He said, "Hey, Animac, I've been struggling with this. So MHA takes place in our world, but with superpowers. But let's say it had fictional places like Naruto or One Piece. Could the anime get away with the manga panels?
The anime get away with the manga panels? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
are they talking about like the onomatopoeia and all that's going on?
I'm not sure.
Maybe that is what he means, but they already did that.
Yeah.
I'm not. Can y'all break it down like in more detail? Elaborate?
I think so.
He means like, remember like the episode, that little scene where like Bakugo was protecting, was it Jiro in the 1A 1B match, and when he did the explosion, it said boom. Yeah, that's what they did in the manga too. So I'm like, maybe it means something like that, but I don't know what that means. I don't know why that's a question. I'm confused.
I think he's asking like, could he get away with the manga panels? It's probably like censorship. Because they think it takes place in a realistic type setting that they can't do certain things.
Well, the funny thing about that take is the more time passes, the more I think that take that it takes place in our world is silly. Because it's literally not in our world. We don't have anything called Deka City in this world. There aren't cities in Japan named Deka.
And I want to address this too. What Mega just said, apparently Spinner's VA did record lines that got cut. So like, did they like literally cut those scenes out? Like they scrapped them entirely? Like,
more than likely they got scrapped during production or like in the post production. So basically they're like, Shit, we don't have time for this. Shit, we don't have time for this. Shit, we don't have time for this.
That's horrible, bro.
No, that's the thing is people have something to understand about this show. People keep talking about My Hero's a seasonal anime. Technically, it's not. It's technically not a seasonal anime at all. It is a weekly anime that gets released on a seasonal schedule. But they work on it every fucking day. And just like every other fucking weekly anime, there will become a time where this production crash. This is one of those times. And it's important, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like this is the problem I have when people are talking about bones. Because it's not a bones problem. It's an industry issue. This is very much an industry issue.
Well, the other issue is that, like, I don't remember who said it, but they were like 50% of the anime made has been made like post 2010 or something like that, where you get stuck with a bunch of people. Like, there's like a high demand for anime, and I don't think there's an actual like enough animators, which is why they keep having to outsource internationally. But then like two, like just a lot of people assume that like if they have more money, they should be able to make a better thing. But like all that like the thing that matters most is the amount of time they have.
Well, it's not. There's three factors. There's three factors. Management, talent, and time. Money is probably the lowest factor on that list. Because
the main factor for money is that it gets you talent sometimes.
Well, yeah,
sometimes.
But the thing is, but that's what I'm saying. That's not even necessarily true either, because some of the best animators still don't get paid like crazy amounts.
Yeah,
it's like that's why like things like One Punch Man season 1 had an average fucking animation budget, but had some of the best animation.
That was just a fluke though, in the sense
that was a miracle.
I know what you're about to say, B. I'm about to just let me finish real quick. Like that was a fluke, but that just goes to say, like at the same time, money doesn't always equal like quality, because passion going forward. Because like some famous actors get paid a lot of money, but they might not put in the same amount of work in that, like
Well, no, I was going to address the fluke thing. It's not necessarily a fluke either, because the only reason that we had that much talent is because of the director.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when again would that ever really happen concretely? Like, yeah,
my point of bringing that up was to say that, what is it? Money isn't the only thing that gets you talent. It's about the connection. Another example of that, I can give another example if you don't want to use that one, is fucking Carol and Tuesday. Carol and Tuesday, and on an animation perspective, fucking amazing. And do you know how they got all that animation talent on that show? It wasn't because of money. It was because they had Shinichiro Watanabe directing it. Shinichiro Watanabe is a fucking legendary animation director. So having him on a project and you have an opportunity to work with him, that's more than enough reason to get on it and drop everything else you're doing.
But with the director of One Punch Man, like I said, I was like fluke. Like the way season 1 looked, like they even acknowledged like them niggas. That nigga just had connections, and he had all those freelance guys coming at that one point. Yeah. Like you can, there's no suffice. Like, okay, look for my example, it'd be like, all right, JJK season 1, season 2 gonna look just like JJK season 1. But essentially, you can guess that because same director, that had the same like staff, basically, right? It'd be like that. But on the second hand, you see what happened One Punch Man season 1 versus One Punch Man season 2. Like that nigga just had that nigga was that nigga, and he had connections throughout the industry, and he pulled all these guys in who are freelance niggas who can get a job at any time, and then who knows if that ever will link up, will ever link up at the same time again.
Oh yeah. That's definitely a factor as to why season 2 didn't look nearly as good as season 1. But the reason season 2 looked the way it did is not also just that. It's because of how fucking rushed the show was.
Yeah, I never expected to reach the same quality as season 1 after hearing how season 1 came about, but at the same time, it's just like.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was definitely a miracle production because of how much he was able to get, how many people he was able to get, and how he was so luckily able to have all of the schedules alive. Because that should not have happened, but it did. However, in terms of something like season 2 might not have reached the peaks of season 1, but it still should have been really good. The reason it wasn't good though is because they fucking had that fucking what is it? They only worked on the show for like 6 months for the whole show.
Okay. Real quick, Joseph Ciola, thank you for coming through again. Plus side, if those spinner bits were cut in post-production, they could make a good inclusion as a deleted scene on the Blu-ray release. They honestly should.
Do we have deleted scenes on My Heroes?
I don't think so, but here's the thing. Blu-rays have been struggling for a while now to actually because discs are dying specifically because companies have forgotten what made disc worth buying. It used to be that when you bought something, you got deleted scenes, alternative takes, multiple translations, blah, 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 like on and on and on. And now that's not really the case.
Oh, it's not.
And that's the problem with the Blu-rays. Like they haven't been incentivizing people to actually buy them.
Well, actually, so since let me we're gonna segue with this and run it back for Cameron Bailey because he explained what they explained what they meant. They said, sorry, I mean about the CRC, the society aspect, the cutting fingers off. I'm only allowed a certain amount of words. I think what he meant more so than going back is like, I think he just talk about like the way they doing certain things.
But yeah, no, that's all about time. That's not about because of that. It's just because
I beat you. You too low. You far away from the mic.
It's just because they don't have time for it. That's the only thing about it. So they had to cut it out, which is fucking stupid. And they didn't have, and wouldn't have to have cut it out if they would have started with this shit. You know, that's just me.
BG, why you sound slow?
I'm ironing clothes.
Okay, because you keep fluctuating.
I said, yeah, I said it's all because of the fact that they don't have the time for it because they have to cut shit out. And I said that, but they wouldn't have had to cut shit out. They would have just started with this shit. But hey, that's just me.
So to me, there's questions of political censorship, but I can't prove that. So I'm not gonna
talk to these niggas.
No, I'll throw back.
To these niggas.
I throw back in with you because this is the issue. The rhetoric that Japan doesn't like the villains isn't supported. The Japanese audience that consumes the manga is not is actually there's anti evidence against that because the manga sells for all the MVA volumes are at the top of the food chain, basically, damn near. Like some of the highest peaks being sold for the volume. So if the Japanese fandom don't like it, how some of the highest sales in the series. You see how that the sales like fucking don't add up with what's saying. What happened was the nigga that fucking CEO said that shit, and then niggas started running with a head can after something. So I completely agree with Aniki, and then there's something way above the top of the food chain, and them niggas having a fucking not agreeing with it, what was going on. Because
I think I know what it is, bro. They don't like Spinner, bro. They racist.
That's the thing about it. The whole aspect is like Spinner, and even the thing is that the state of Japan might don't like how Horikoshi treated villain, because even if you said the people that pay for these books in Japan are people like you and I. So the people that the potentials, the clients might think that interesting, but it doesn't mean that the state of Japan find these types of stories good for their view, because the thing that they talk about are things that happen every day in Japan. You know what I mean? Even in our countries, people that lose jobs, stuff like this.
So
wait. I want to say this real fast too. Something else they cut out. They also cut out the line about court counseling with Toga, and I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
I don't think that those things are necessarily about censorship though, because to me, it all just comes off as them cutting shit because they're going like a big 6 chapters an episode.
Yeah. Okay, BG. So like the problem with this comes in where you also got to factor in that they also cut the part of Overhaul discovering the book. And so it's like they've been like flipping out the things that contextualize the villains as more than just villains for a while now.
I mean, but the thing about that.
Hold on. Shout out to that boy Silvers. You already know, twice to go. Shout out to that boy Silvers. Silvers said, I don't even have a passage for this chapter of the gospel. I actually just shed a tear and seeing Aizawa broke me.
Silvers,
Where
let me know
the
if you're
fuck
trying to
is
pull
All
up.
Might going? Silvers, you know what to do, dog.
Oh, wait.
To his death.
I just remembered I meant to do something.
To his death. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Bro,
a walking. That's a
where he's
walking.
I
going.
love the energy. I love the energy Isaiah was coming back with. I've been waiting for him to come
Oh,
back, and
oh.
he's ready to go. Like I knew he was just gonna get back in the mix immediately.
Oh, speaking of which, by the way, we should also address that. What did the editor say for the next chapter? It was
The rain hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This shit not all happy sunshine and rainbows like y'all like to make it out to be.
I like that. It was getting too happy. It was getting too happy for my taste.
Yeah, niggas talking about they gearing up for the final
that's,
battle.
That's why the All Might stuff is scaring me because it literally said the rain hasn't stopped and he's walking
Scaring
away.
you?
Like,
praise be to twice.
I feel like
scaring me
like
in
I'm
a good
taking-
way. It's getting me
I
anxious.
feel like I'm just taking a shot of heroin. I'm hype.
Because you try to see All Might get.
It's definitely gonna be gruesome, yo. I don't know how, yo.
Bro, Horikoshi, you know when Horikoshi set something up, that nigga like plain as day, you know he not pulling no punches.
We about to find out what had Night Eye so scared. That's all I'm saying. Night Eye was traumatized. Night Eye was traumatized.
Night Eye broke down. Please sit your ass down, nigga. Please.
There's something I'm very happy about. You know what makes me very excited about the possibility of yes, he will follow through with the death.
Say what?
He's not with him right now. And
He's not. Bro, I'm telling you, 317 was the last time they met. I hope Horikoshi really hits that. Like that was the last time they saw each other, I think.
Actually, to boot this theory, that is the last time they see each other. So we know how Volume 31, for some random ass reason, had all this extra stuff that's going to be included in Volume.
The volume cover was All Might and Deku, bro.
Nah, but it's the thing. You know how all the stuff that was like the extra stuff that was like blacked out, half of it, like with dialogue we couldn't see, and all this stuff is in 33.
Oh yes. Wait, yo, I wanted to say this too. That big double spread of the civilians and Ida holding Deku's hand, we saw that in the same thing you're talking about.
Then we saw Bakugo putting his shit back, talking shit to Deku, and then we saw Ochiko with the mic, and that was all in Volume 31 extras. And we're in Volume 33 now. So with that being said, the fact that the remnants of the Liberation Army we're talking about we have yet to complete, but the words are blacked out, and they talked about off-one smugglers.
They about to talk about we ain't complete the revolution.
Yeah, and then like all that shit, and now that the heroes are going to get their little rest real quick so they can re-up. Nobody said they got a chance to re-up. All for one got some. It's some gas on the way, bro. I think.
Yeah, bro. Really next chapter is definitely opening up with a flashback. We have to see what happened with All Might and Stain. We have to see that.
Like I think like a lot of shit, bro.
I want to know what he told that nigga.
I want to know if they even spoke or if Stain is just watching him.
Yeah, that's
I know good and well Stain was not going to give an opportunity to talk to his idol. Just
broken down, crying too. All Might was crying though.
You don't know. He might just still be watching that nigga until some danger comes. Because think about it from this angle. Think about it from this angle. It's like he wasn't there for Kamino. He was still thinking All Might was that huge nigga. He didn't know Toshinori Yagi existed. He thought All Might was All Might.
I ain't gonna hold him.
You come back and the first thing you see is this nigga. Victoria, please. Eat your bento box. No.
How would he know that him?
Huh? It's news on the street. It's news on the street.
He know Deku. Stain definitely recognized Deku.
Ooh. And it's news on the street. Like
Stain could put together that it's All Might because when Deku said All Might said giving help that's not asked for, so he knows he's All Might's student. So he could, you know what I'm saying, be on some detective shit, put that together.
Like
if he really doesn't know that's all.
See, the reason
you
say it's not that hard, but niggas, people saw
ball speaking.
Hold up, listen. So Tanisha in the chat pointed something out that I had addressed like 4 chapters ago. Look at the hand Ida's using to guide Deku.
Come on, he's not using that right hand again. He violated him with that right after he got out the hospital.
But what do you mean?
Nah, the right, yeah.
Okay, BG, you weren't here for this. One of the things that I pointed out a while back was that specifically the reason why Ida is using his left hand is that his right hand is the one that was damaged. No. His right hand is the one that he punched Deku with. His left hand is the one that he said he wouldn't get properly healed until he became a proper hero. So it's like he's using the left hand to grab and support Deku because that's the one that was injured and that he used when he was fighting alongside him, etc. And the right hand is the one that rejected him. So he always grabs Deku when he's supporting him with his left hand.
That's a nice little detail.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's in the spread.
That's so wild. I remember that.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the 322 review I did.
Corey's been remembering a lot of crazy stuff with Ida.
Mm-hmm. Well, because it's like how a while back I said one for all is a power that one person has, but it's not one power for him to handle all the problems. It's one burden that all people share, and he just happens to have the power to support that. Which I think I said that like 10 chapters ago.
Wait.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question. All right, so this for anybody. So Aizawa was like, be sure to tell my class president he did well. So who was the MVP during this whole thing? Was it Ida, Uraraka, or Bakugo?
Hey man.
Yes.
Who was the MVP?
I wouldn't
Listen.
be Bakugo. It wouldn't be Bakugo because his thing was only he only really talked to that.
And which one was the thing we were waiting the most for?
That was important. It was important. I'm not saying it wasn't important.
No, I'm not like.
Ultra Code had the biggest weight of all time. Fuck
Yeah,
what
I think
anybody got to say. Fuck
I
it, because
think her-
these
I think
niggas want
her-
to shut the fuck up by her. I swear to
I think
God,
her-
every fucking week. Every time she on pay, what she gonna do? What she gonna
I'm
do? So
talking
it's
to you.
Ultra Code.
No, we're talking to you, Bronny.
Oh, don't worry. I called that nigga out because he didn't want to come on Discord. So I called his ass out on Twitter. You got me fucked up. Y'all gonna run that shit back. Y'all been talking.
So
Yeah, shout out to Ida.
We got some random girl in the chat. You know, she super chat.
unrelated to anything being said right now, I really love You're My History Academia, and I'm excited for the next one. Thank you for putting so much time in. Oh my goodness.
I watched them first, so you know, random.
So what did I miss?
Everything.
Man, you missed you missed the biggest thing ever, bro. BG was boxing out Squid on stream, bro. He roasting that nigga. Squid
Yeah.
cried and left.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know how we was texting you to come on because we need you to back up Squid and stop the violence. Because BG was roasting that nigga, man. And then he wasn't here.
Squiddy isn't there, man.
He left because he cried because BG roasted that nigga and you wasn't here to stop it.
Squid. Nah, Squid is that nigga. He won't do that.
Nah, bro, he was going through a hard time. He was in his feelings. He was on his Deku game. He was crying.
This guy.
He couldn't handle being stuck with him.
Yo, shout out Speedblade. He said it was definitely Coda. Coda was the MVP.
Yes.
Come on,
He ran
Coda,
the
not
He's,
Coda, right?
He ran and he was like, yo, I wanted to be like you. That's why I am here. He's talking like Deku. That like, I love it. Deku needed that.
Yeah, he needed his big brother.
So
Yeah, he did. The only kid that Deku's ever say besides Eri.
Canonly.
No, I said that for a reason, nigga.
also, real quick, your name being whack and not getting a notification, perfect.
Nah, it's funny because Whack one of the best ones. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's why it was fucking whack.
Need to change Whack to Jack because Jack only take W's. Shout out to Jack Sparrow, the GOAT.
Oh my god. That nigga canonically die. Also, as far as the MVP discussion goes, what?
Watch your mouth. We ain't talking about that. We talking about that.
It kind of comes down to what you value the most, because on a personal level, I would say what Ida and Bakugo did might be a bit more important. But at the same time, MC means move the crowd. And Uraraka got the crowd going, got Deku breaking down, developing heart-shaped scars randomly. Like, we got a lot going on there. So
I value personal stuff, so that's why I always go with Ida whenever I think about that. Ida's the one that hits the most for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but like that, the way he did what he did was just,
I mean, that was
I don't know, man. Like,
that was probably the most personal, I want to say.
and it was the start of. I think it's because we've seen those events happen in real time. Like we saw the Stain arc happen. We witnessed all of that, and then for all of it to come back full circle and for him to bring up the same line, and he's holding him with the same hand from that arc. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Uraraka and Deku ain't talked yet, like privately. So like that's why I'm saying like personally, Ida, it's been mostly a on display type thing.
Because when I look at what happened with Bakugo, that is powerful, but the payoff for that isn't actually here yet. If that makes sense.
Yes.
I
Like,
feel you on that, but I think that's coming.
yeah. Like I think some people are gonna try to be like, oh, like that was the end of that arc. Like, no. Because now Deku has to decide what he wants to do, like how he wants to move going forward, and how he wants to interact with Bakugo properly, because now he needs to sit down and be like, all right,
You know how much just hit him? Because even back in the war when we got that flashback, him and Bakugo, when Bakugo and All Might were talking, All Might said, I'm pretty sure Deku hasn't realized any of this. Because he's so blind to all of it. That's why like when his pupils are coming back when he was talking to him, like it was really just punching him. Like, and that's why he passed out right after he was done.
That's why my thing is that what this people is like, hey bro, I understand y'all want something, but please stop. You're not writing the story for a reason. If we got to we needed to sit down and see Deku's reaction every fucking second for something, we would not be here. We probably wouldn't be at the UA barrier if we had to sit here and get Deku reaction to every single fucking thing. We probably just be pulling up. And Ochiko just about to say something. And we had to wait like y'all wanted to wait. Oh, we didn't get to see Deku. I want to see Deku's reaction. It's a disappointment. We didn't get to see his reaction. This disappointment to that. Nigga, we need to keep this flowing. It's a chain. We don't need, it's flowing. The chapters are flowing. Why are we going to take 2 seconds to stop just to see if this is all a culmination of Deku realizing his worth, people apologizing, realizing he has a parent, like people that care, realizing he has allies. Now he's just saying, we're going to do this together. We'll take it back. Now you can get his insight and his introspection, his thoughts. Why would we stop every 2 seconds? The Horikoshi I got everybody coming back to back to back to back. Because y'all was talking about he had all three of them. He's not gonna do nothing with them. Just eat it. I'm disappointed Bakugo Ochiko. Then Bakugo apologized. Then Ochiko got like 2.5 chapters of her fucking connecting everybody and making them realize that the heroes are people too, and not just fucking toys or just something to be idolized. Like, can you just let that shit flow? We don't need to take 2 seconds to stop every chapter. Have Deku say this and that and the other. But I forgot y'all niggas impatient.
Look, patience is just, you would think. So the thing that I realized is that because of manga being week to week, a lot of times, when you get to a stretch where it's like, boom, I got a payoff. Like the war arc had people tweaking every week, back to back to back.
Still got me tweaking now.
Shaking my ass, boy.
Now, and it's a weekly medium, so that feels like 6 months of greatness. But if there's even 1 week that isn't as hype, all of a sudden you're like, oh, this great offense has occurred. And it's like, why? Why? Like, the only reason the war arc was able to be so good back to back to back to back to back is because of everything that was before it. That doesn't mean I don't think somebody could read the war arc and not love it without understanding most of the story. But I do think that it's all that built into that matters. And Horikoshi doesn't even make you wait like 10 years to get a payoff on a single plot line or name drop. You will usually get a return on that within a year or two, while additionally carrying other plot points along. There's this strange idea that like every week, like people treat every week of manga like it's a monthly release on a comic. Like the whole point, like week to week format and monthly are different. There are certain things that I expect more out of. Like basically, if I read a monthly manga chapter, that shit should feel like an entire anime episode. I should feel like I got enough information that if I would be able to watch this and it would take 20 minutes. That's how I feel about a monthly manga. A weekly manga should give me about eight minutes. I should feel like it gives me 8 minutes of an episode. maybe 10. So this idea that you need to get like a full episode's worth of content and fulfillment from a weekly series when we don't adapt one chapter an episode typically is odd. And good manga and good anime adaptations almost never do one chapter an episode. The only current exception to that is the specifically the Wano adaptation of One Piece. And that's because it's in a war arc, so you can add a bunch of extra stuff to it, and as far as action sequences and interactions, and it doesn't hurt it. It's very rare when you can do that. So the same, you just got to let a weekly manga build up for what it is. In general, let stories have a build up.
Exactly. Well,
Yep.
Yes, no. Before we sit the super chat, Nafisa is correct as always. My favorite student. We love you, Nafisa. Now on to one of our greatest supporters ever, Andrew Lolivar, with another super chat.
I like how after being told by Fox Lady that she was discriminated against, Deku was like, we'll bring back the way it was before. Looks like it's up to Spinner to change racism in MHA.
Listen,
Yes.
Spinner and Shoji were doing the same thing from different sides, right? They be doing the same thing. Hey man, that's not. I'm glad you said that because thank you for saying that because I was actually going to touch on Aniki said being like you get a payoff for the plot point. Her coach said years ago we got something planned for Shoji. Immediately everybody said, "Oh shit, mutant discrimination arc, something mutants and stuff like that." Right? Everybody said that. The little trinkle introduction of the CRC. Now we know canonically the KKK exists within the verse. Then you do this shit with the Fox Girl. The first time people showing their true damn colors when chaos is all ensued and they attacking the big bitch for no fucking reason, right? Then you get to see even more headstrong with them niggas like she literally went to shelters and them niggas was just straight up like, nah, no head or not discrimination. Like I think they didn't want me because of this. Now they was like, hey bro, you a fucking freak. Get out of here. We don't want you. Get out my face.
They all nigga, you must think that they all have quirks.
Man, you got me fucked. I would have kicked one of them niggas. I'm like, I'm 10 feet tall, stomping your bitch ass.
They think they are better because they look like how the former human are. You know what I mean? That's fucked up, man. They all have quirks. Oh man, that's so stupid.
Well, I mean, that's how racism is. Stupid.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
That shit.
So you can imagine like how genetic works. So you have a kid with a guy.
Oh, genetic.
And you have a kid. So a good couple have kids, but both of them, neither of them have like any hetero. I don't know how to call it again. What is it?
Heteromorphic quirks.
Heteromorphic quirk. But the fact that one of their ancestors or one of grandpa had a heteromorphic quirk, their kid have one. Or he looks like one. Imagine that. But
I just realized
the situation,
right?
Did you shit on me? Did you cheat on me?
I'm very curious. What even is Fox Girls quirk anyway?
We got
Good on you,
questions to
world
be
champion.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like,
Yeah, because you laughed too. I was like, I know that nigga saw that shit.
What the hell? Who is that?
Bless you, Aniki.
Aniki, can you bend that butt?
Oh yeah,
Say
actually,
what?
I should be able to.
oh yeah.
What did they
Funny how that came up during a conversation about Fox Girl.
What'd they do?
Real convenient.
It was a
You
bot.
don't see the name? Webcamschat.com. Hot girls and boys video
What
chat.
the hell?
What the hell did I come back to?
Oh man.
And I muted I put the bot. I hit
We
it
get
from the
so-
channel, but now I got to put it in timeout too, so it just stops trying to be there.
We got so popular
Yeah.
that bots start to come on the stream, man. Damn, man.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, we getting desperate in the church, y'all. We need more.
Yo.
That's really me linking that. We need more donations in church.
Oh,
Sorry, she's gone out here, man. We just
No.
ain't cutting it no more. Let me stop. But she actually said some
Oh,
shit.
man. This-
We just playing, y'all. We just playing. Don't send no more donations. We appreciate it, but I was just playing.
the
Without
the
niggas feeling bad.
CRC, the
Yeah.
CRC stuff is really something that it bugs me. You aren't in the beginning of of a world like My Hero Academia, you can understand, but not when 80% of the society has quirks. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like, Squid punk ass ain't here to do the whole thing, but I'll leave it up to Anarchy, population, density control, the mixture, quirk factor, all that
Yes.
extra shit.
Oh man, it is so wrong.
Okay, so first
okay.
off, they definitely got ugly kids. Second off, they definitely don't like the current generation because it's a small detail, but the more you see of children, there's a lot of heteromorphic kids.
For sure.
Like, I feel like you see more heteromorphic children than you see heteromorphic teens or adults. And like that, like even if you're not a full heteromorph, there's a lot more transformation quirks popping up too, like Tongue Tank and that one kid from Remedial Course.
Yes, I was
shook.
shook.
Wow, boy.
The tongue transformed in a cannon, man. What the hell is that?
Momo was sitting there envious, like, damn, he just got a cannon on tap. No,
nigga, imagine if he starts to rap, man, that nigga is speaking.
Nah, I'm laughing my ass off because you know what that cannon nigga gonna be like. You know how Snipe got his quirk, but Nagant showed that nigga off. That's how it's gonna be like with Momo and the new cannon nigga. He was like, yeah, I can create cannons in like 2.5 seconds. But she gonna be like, yeah, that nigga can create in 0.5 seconds. He got an accuracy of goddamn 100%. Can shoot 35 miles out. He can combine the fucking bullets. All right, bro. This nigga cheating. I'm like, ban quirks. Overhaul was right. It's a disease. These niggas getting too strong. I would start having to put kids down. I'm be honest with you. I was in state commission. I was like, hey man, listen. Y'all seen them niggas at the school? Nah, I ain't saying we should do nothing to the school, but
school shooters.
I ain't saying the kids gonna be dangerous in the future, you know what I'm saying? But they could be a threat. But I ain't saying we should do nothing, you know.
I mean, eugenics is objectively something that has to be talked about. Oh, and that's why when I was talking about political censorship, because I was like, the overhaul thing, the obsession with quirks, the fact that Shigaraki specifically calls them government-sponsored weapons of violence, partially is just a focus on Japan's obsession with biological weapons. So, I mean, some of it is like blatant as far as, like, especially when you look at Kyudai Garaki's original name. Like, straight up named after.
Remind me of that dumb ass shit.
My.
That was stupid ass situation.
I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit for nothing. Nobody was even gonna call that nigga that fucking actual name. Niggas still call nigga Ujiko. Fuck. All that dumbass shit.
I know damn well I still call him Ujiko.
Nobody gonna call that nigga. What's the new name?
Sometimes I just like calling him the doctor. Like,
yeah,
the doctor.
nobody gonna, half niggas ain't gonna remember his name. So niggas be like the doctor. Ujiko.
I'll put Maruta Shi. No, Kyudai Garaki is his name now. His original name was Maruta Shi.
He was about this.
I actually made it a point to screenshot the original panel. And when that happened, I was like, nope, go back.
So I get more guys. I got more supporters on the theory of no more quirks at the end of the series because more that I'm seeing stuff in my MHA or more I think quirks are really, like you said, a sickness. Overhaul was right since the begining.
He was, and you who said? Yeah, Tyler Tokiyami is a heteromorph.
Yeah, he's a heteromorph and an emitter. He's both.
That's why special.
No, he's a heteromorph because he looks like a bird, but his quirk is an imitive type quirk. You know what I mean?
Who?
No,
Tokoyami.
The fact that he looks.
It's still a heteromorph. He still has a heteromorphic quirk.
No, he's not because
no.
He was saying what Aniki was saying that he's a heteromorph and it's like and he's an emitter, and Ponzi was trying to clarify even more in detail.
Because he's as a person he's a heteromorph, yes, but not his quirk. His quirk is an emitter quirk. Koda, he's a heteromorph as a person, a human, but his quirk he's an Yeah, he talks to animal. What kind of quirk is that?
That would be. I would think that would be a emitter quirk.
Yep, it's
Emitter too, huh? So that's the thing about it, because heteromorph doesn't say that your quirk is a heteromotive quirk. You know what I mean? Heteromotive quirk is a quirk assigned to animals, like what is the name of the frog girl? I forgot her name.
Okay, check this out, right? I was randomly looking at analytics stuff, and somebody commented on the 295 stream today. Like during this stream, somebody was back watching the chapter 295 live stream, and they're like, I'm rewatching this stream, and I feel so much satisfaction, trusted in Hori. There was so much doubt and trash talk when this chapter dropped, but look at the state of the manga now, how much things have changed due to the consequences of the war arc, and now those people who were the loudest are quiet. Which is also funny because like 4 months ago, somebody else went back to that same stream and was like, it's comedy, like looking back to see how all these people spoke with their whole chest out.
Hey, what up? Hey, listen, I got my screenshot of me saying, let's see niggas tunes in 20 chapters from now. And you see how them niggas switched up when 306 dropped, right? Okay, then, case in point. That's why I'm not trying to ever hear y'all niggas say, well, they thought the week appearance. I'm not hearing that. I don't want to hear it. It's always the same fucking excuse, man. Damn. Y'all are adults at this damn point. Stop using that shit.
This is a good question from others. Is Toru a heteromorph quirk? It depends. If she can deactivate her invisibility for the moment, you can see her as a heteromorph because her skin is different. But if we are told someday that she can deactivate that quirk of hers, then she becomes an emitter. There is a fine line, I will say. Are you okay with what I said?
Also, hold on.
I don't think hers is considered heteromorph.
Alves, he does not have the original name in the volume. Literally, that chapter came out within like 2 days. People were upset, and I just made it a point to grab it. So that I could forever have a string hat.
Hey, no, Google, I don't want to change my name. Remember people were saying society is staggering? Yeah, they wavering, bro. Oof. I don't know when it's going to collapse. Oh,
hold on. Yo, sorry.
About fucking time.
I was late, man. I was pulling late work last night, so I just kind of had to crash before, like, turning it in.
Why do you sound like Uncle Rick from Rick and Morty? Like, I swear to God, you sound like Uncle Rick from Rick and Morty. Like, what you about to this? No, Morty.
Oh, God.
He just woke up, man, that nigga.
Hey, you can tell.
Never slack.
I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide this stream, okay? Because I was gonna whip my belt out on your ass with some things, but I'm gonna let you slide this stream. I want you at your peak. I don't like taking advantage of the weak. I didn't even offer one.
My bad.
Go ahead, speak quick, because you got to wrap it up real soon.
Wait a minute.
You don't have to get your final words, but just say your initial thoughts. What you know about chapter?
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. Okay. I like the extra foreshadowing we're gonna get for racism arc. I find it's interesting. Several shelters turn them away. No heteromorphs are allowed. It reminds me of a detail where Deku was fighting like a spinner type of gang, and I did see like in one panel there seemed to be all heteromorphs. I wondered if they were also a consequence of being rejected. I do want to see if this is also happening at some hero institutions. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I would really love more detail. This seems like a very nice concept work she's building up. I do like the old man speech. I love the callback to chapter 1. I love the analogy of the world and society being a stage, and the heroes were performers, and the civilians were merely spectating. And now there's like this this guide to like collective action that we should all be helping each other. And you could take that and mean it in a variety of ways, whether it's emotionally or like or just giving out an extra hand to those in need. It's a very empathetic view of collective action, and I really enjoy that. It's this denial of selfishness. It's clear they're setting up for the Toya fight with Enji and Todoroki. It's very. I like the art for this, especially Enji. He's drawn very clearly. You can it's kind of like see the line work. I like how detailed it is, even if he only has a couple short panels for their setup. They had a beautiful double spread, and this is kind of like that example of that collective action. We have Aizawa. I love how Aizawa is drawn here. Horikoshi uses like the same shading he did for Kurogiri. In 255, when he had that Shirakumo double spread of like him sort of forming the face Shirakumo versus his Kurogiri mask, and he's using the same shading for his hair. It looks beautiful. He has a nice prosthetic. It's kind of in the same vein as Compress's arm, just in terms of design. I hope in I hope in a volume extra we can actually learn like who manufactures these prosthetics, because I noticed they carry a similar design. I would love to know how they predicted AFO escaping at that time to where Kurogiri was immediately shipped, because we saw Kurogiri like only a couple seconds before the invasion.
Nah, I think that was a pump fake.
It was just a red herring, and he did that shit completely
Because
on purpose.
the wall, if you look at the panel closely, the walls look exactly the same as they did in that panel.
And then when they were talking about them, it was mainly showed Meat Boy's father talking about how they all fucked up people.
Well, he was calling them terrible human beings,
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah, so that was kind of like, that was like a pump fake to where if you look at like the scenery, then it fits more in line with the central hospital rather than his Tartarus cell. So I like that detail instead. I like the fact that Aizawa has an eye patch, and they're kind of now preparing against Toga.
Wait, my bad, Squid. I actually really wanted to say something about that, because in the scans they said that they figured out Toga's maximum time, like they said it was like concrete, but in the viz they said we have inferred the limitations of her quirk, so they actually don't know it.
Wait, that was the scan. Wait, that was in the scan. I thought
no, in the scans and the leaks, they had it as we perfectly basically insinuating they perfectly calculated how Toga did it. And niggas once again, I'm about to address this because niggas once again was bitching. How they figure that out? Why we don't see that on the screen? This, that, and the other. But once again, y'all niggas look dumb because you didn't wait for the officials. But y'all want to blame it. Oh, we was reading scans. How you supposed to judge? Always the same fucking excuse with y'all niggas.
Oh yeah. No. That's what I was very curious about that when I read this movie too. I was like, how the fuck they know this? And I'm glad that they fucking the business. Yeah. We think we figured out how long it lasts. Because I was like, what are they gonna do? Catch Toga? They're gonna catch her and then just throw her in jail, nigga? What the fuck?
I want to speak, but we got a super chat, and I want to squeeze the key.
Hold on. Trying to address the super chat. Dr. Doom, all the way from Latveria. Thanks for the commentary while I'm playing Hades. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Damn, Dr. Doom is give us money. Man, please bring an end to the Avengers.
Yeah, nigga, not the Fantastic Four, the Avengers.
Okay, time out. Hold up. East, don't you know who Doom is?
Don't you know who Doom
This
is,
man.
man?
Listen,
Dr. Doom.
Doom is also known as the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Also, keep that in mind.
I know Doom fights the Avengers too, but I'm saying let him fight the Fantastic Four first. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what
Here's
I'm
my
saying.
thing.
Like, I know Doom, like, you know, what Marvel Ultimate Alliance one, Doom that nigga, you know. I'm just saying, damn, can he at least take out the core niggas first? He can take out the nigga skip right past the
Doom
villain.
ain't even a villain. That's it. Doom really do deserve his own comic runs and stuff. Because Doom don't even.
Technically, he already had one though.
Yeah,
Doom is just built different. I do not know what built that man.
I think it was the Invincible Iron Man. I think that was him.
Like, because he was Iron Man for a bit. He's been the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, he was God too.
He was the God. He was God.
Yeah. He was God twice. He became God twice.
Technically, depending on how you want to look at it, he was a god for the majority of the timeline before the last Secret Wars.
Yes.
The reason why I get to say that is, if you recall, there's the cult of the Black Swans, which specifically Doom went back in time to like the beginning of time to establish, so that they effectively like worshipped him from the beginning of time, became a cult, so that he could like save the pieces of the multiverse.
My homie Galactus.
Wait. Are you talking about Secret Wars 2015?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I was talking about Secret Wars 2015. That's what I'm saying. Canonic, like specifically before that's why I said the last Secret Wars.
In conclusion, for you, my homie Galactus, he ain't do nothing out here, man.
No,
Doom
doesn't need to be in the MCU because the MCU will never do Doom right.
Yeah, well, he's going to be, but he's going to be though.
They're gonna waste him. It's gonna be.
I don't think. I think they did Thanos. They'll do fine.
They did Thanos okay.
But think about how Thanos.
I think it depends on how they do Kang.
Thanos had the Infinity War and Endgame.
Thanos
had Infinity War and he had Endgame. That's a whole different breed.
No, the thing is, they're going to give. If they do Doom, they're going to start him off at Fantastic Four, and they're not going to hoe him either. They're going to continue him in fucking what's that movie called again? Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
How we sure they won't hold him? How we sure they won't hold him?
Because if they were gonna hold him, they wouldn't be able to hold him because they won't be he'd have to and going off of normal MCU shit, he'd have to die in the movie he introduced it. Like that's not gonna happen if they license Secret Wars. So he's not gonna get hold.
These niggas dumb.
Bro, they can do a lot.
No, I guess because like
okay, guys.
Didn't they hold the original Mandarin?
Yup.
Well, no, they didn't actually. No, they didn't actually. Because that wasn't the original one in the MCU. Are you talking about fucking what's that nigga's name?
Well,
that actor, Trevor.
You talking about Trevor? He's not the Mandarin.
They were making
respect the Mandarin, bro.
They were making it seem like he was.
No, but they did. But then they said, and he was like, "I'm not the fucking Mandarin. The Mandarin doesn't fucking exist."
Only to learn in Shang-Chi.
The fact that he actually the fact that he actually exists means I can appreciate that scene now. Yes. I can appreciate that now because the Mandarin actually exists. Hell,
he was Captain though.
I've heard
that wasn't, but that wasn't part of the plan. They hold him.
Probably. Oh no! I was saying it was not. If he wasn't hold, if he wasn't even a character. You know that, right?
It was a joke. They used him as a joke.
They did use him as a joke, and he was hilarious. So I'm like,
all I'm saying is, I don't care what nobody say. Until I see that nigga fucking Doom for myself on screen in the first go around take, I ain't trusting these niggas.
I trust it.
Right, Daniel. Look at Taskmaster. That ain't.
Hold on. You know what?
That's
y'all
should not have brought up Taskmaster.
Oh no, Taskmaster is no. Here's the thing about that. Taskmaster is not good. That character's ass. But you know something I say about that? The possibility is there for them to do a Taskmaster, what they did with Mandarin anyway. Because Mandarin, from what I've heard about him, the actual Mandarin is fucking amazing. I heard he's really.
No,
fucking
I've
good.
heard that too. I've watched some reviews of the movie.
I've heard I heard like the Shang-Chi like made antagonist, the Mandarin, is like really like he's kind of like in a Killmonger sense, but where like he comes from like a pretty like relatable place.
I've heard them say.
I fought that nigga in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the original one. Nah, that nigga.
I heard them say he might be. I heard them say he stole the show. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
I saw some scenes. I saw some scenes. The choreography looks straight out of like some old kind of like Jackie Chan movie, but like how comedic the timing is for the fighting and stuff. I love that stuff, man. Because Jackie, if you've seen this before, right? A lot of Jackie Chan movies, like he would use the environment so much. Like there's one scene where they're like in a museum and he's like fighting 3 guys and he has to keep a statue up. So he's like bang bang, bang, he pushes. Yeah,
wasn't that Rush Hour? Was that Rush Hour 1?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember which one it was.
That's at the museum. That's at that little like museum shit. The exhibit, no, not the museum, the Japanese exhibit, the Chinese exhibit.
It was the second one. It was the second one because
the Chinese exhibit was in the first one.
The second one was in China, and the third one was in Paris. So
no. It was the Chinese exhibit in LA.
That was the first one. That was the first movie. I watched this movie more than I don't know how many times because I love that movie so much.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the first movie because that's where like he has to kick him. The statue with the fall over, he has to catch it. He has to like turn around, punch niggas, and catch the statue. I remember that.
Also, I'm not even excited for Shang-Chi because somebody's review of it was, oh, I enjoyed it. The action, the fight sequences were great, and the comedy. And I was like, damn, if you another quip fest, cool. Like that's not what I watched.
For. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It got the Marvel comedy to it. I'm gonna let them rock because the Asian niggas getting they shine. Like how it took us to Black Panther to get our shit in the door. So I'm gonna let them niggas rock with that.
Yeah, like I don't care if there's comedy, motherfucker. I just care if I care if the characters are fun. I care if the characters are fun and the action's cool.
My thing is that when comedy is like one of the biggest selling points of a kung fu movie, I'm like. No,
I don't think that's one of the biggest selling points.
I don't think that's bad because, like again, there's some.
All I'm saying is that's not what I'm gonna watch it for.
Aniki, you hilarious. Nigga struggling so bad.
No. Aniki,
look, y'all can accept that.
That nigga, who that one black nigga that be memeing all the time? He like,
I ain't fucking.
Nigga saying that's not what I go to movie theaters for. That's just me.
Look, I'm just saying, if I'm watching a kung fu here, especially like if you grew up watching a lot of kung fu movies, if I go to a kung fu movie and half of it is just you throwing jokes instead of like hands,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Robbed.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like it's gonna be half of the movie is gonna just be jokes. I feel like because even fucking Black Widow wasn't all jokes. It was more action shit than jokes.
Oh, Black Widow shouldn't be a joke. Have a bunch of jokes. That should be more focused
around. That's what I'm saying. It didn't have a bunch. It had some jokes. It had some jokes thrown in here and there, but it wasn't like a frequent thing. It was something that happened every now and then. That's why I don't mind. As long as it's not like fucking Age of Ultron, I don't really care how the jokes are.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this.
And then hold on, what was that Lodi? Well, again,
peak meathead Asian film, The Raid.
Yup.
Tell you something, nigga.
Oh yeah,
my God.
Okay, but we should also talk about Old Boy. Okay, Old Boy.
Old Boy was good.
No. We talking Old Boy. That's one of the greatest movies ever fucking made. Oh my God, no, that's my shit, dog. Let me tell you something. I still got
there's a manga. You know that it is based on the manga.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch that. I need to read the manga too.
Seeing Old Boy
yes,
gave me like I love when movies are like inspired by Old Boy because they take so much hints from it.
We get the super chat from Joseph Schiola. I'm gonna read it. Apparently, Shang-Chi's fights were done by the same guy who did the live action US, so ULA on YouTube. It is the same guy. It is the same guy.
Did the what?
The ULA video.
The MHA short. Honestly, you don't know everybody know what that is.
Yeah, no, he didn't. No, he didn't do all of. No, he didn't do all of it. He had a couple scenes though. That's what he said on the tweet.
Yeah. So that's good,
not everybody know what the ULA is.
I think it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he did some of the scenes. The choreography was by multiple people. In fact, there was actually these two like martial arts dudes on his YouTube channel who actually choreographed.
Daniel, I will tell you something. Falcon and Winter Soldier was good, for me, it had really great scenes. But yeah, yes, they made Sharon Carter as a villain.
Yeah.
She
hurt.
became,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
logical why. It's
I
not.
didn't like that. I didn't like that.
You didn't like that, but it's
Ninja just
logical.
kind of. Damn, Ninja just kind of spoiled some people, but they've been out. So
But nigga, it's
Bro,
it's
been out
6
for
months.
like 3 months.
It's been like 6
If you
months.
gotta read,
Mm.
listen, bro, pick up the TV and read
hey,
the subtitles.
I
if you need
already did my shit, so I'm
It's
looking out
been
for the
like
I'm
6
just looking out
months.
for
You
the other
cannot
guy.
talk.
All right, bet. So
no,
we keeping the same energy with vigilantes. So me and Arky finna spoil everything. Fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
fuck you.
true. Keep that
Hello.
Nah, too late.
Mm.
Keep that same
I need to cut
energy.
up.
Yeah,
I need to cut up. I need to cut up.
I don't care about
Hey, so
Vigilante.
funny
Don't
now, huh?
spoil me.
Yeah.
I need to cut up. I need
Look
to
at
cut
that.
up.
Pose these niggas, y'all.
Then
Shoot
get
other
up
foot.
and
Now it
read.
ain't so funny, huh?
See, I
I
made a
don't
point to
care.
go look at what the UALA stuff was again to make sure it was the skit I thought it was. That was some good shit. So
actually, speaking of this, yo,
Uh-huh.
first of all,
Yeah.
I'm gonna address a few things in the chat. Alves, watch Old Boy, one of the greatest, one of my favorite all-time movies ever made. Who was next? You know, Ip Man, one of the greatest kung fu movies, but the way fucking Old Boy does the choreography and it's so realistic, like that hallway fight scene, so fucking realistic. It's fucking crazy, dog. Like, oof.
One thing I love about one thing I love about the hallway scene is that like it incorporates some elements of like realism to it to where, for example, one of my favorite like things that he does like in the fight are two things. He gets tired, and it's not after like 5 minutes of fighting, it's like after like the first encounter, which is very like accurate, right? And then another thing, he's using his environment. The dude isn't just like punching people. He's using people like knives. He's hitting them with batons.
He's gonna use a hammer to smack somebody in the head. Like,
yeah. And you know what? That's what he should do. He's using the environment. Like, that's what I love about like these older like kung fu like martial arts movies. Like they're so environmentally like creative.
Yeah, Brandon. UALA was really good. Damn, man.
It was really cool.
Really what?
It was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Alright.
liked.
Yeah.
hey, Aniki.
Like one of my like
It's about time.
I love the Old Boy scene like so much. To where like one of my favorite MCU fight scene is the Daredevil hallway scene.
Yeah,
I love how that homage.
That might be true. Oh yeah, when you start wrapping this up.
yeah.
see, okay, real quick, as far as MHA live action goes,
I ain't seen that shit. I'm just trying to know now.
I have a little bit more understanding because apparently it's gonna be they got a Japanese director, so probably gonna have Japanese cast too. That's why I like that.
I ain't even talking about it. I'm just not going to see it. I'm good off that. Listen,
Okay.
I like my anime as anime.
Yep.
No.
Hulk
I
Hogan
like
is
my
casted
manga. I
as
like
All Might.
manga because anime can go like they did to season 5 of My Hero Academia. I'm still crying today. We Destro, why? We Destro, why?
They go.
Yeah, I like my anime manga as anime manga.
They hold me Destro. They hold him. They didn't even show his introduction.
They didn't even show his muscles. His who you mean a guy that be touring his mustache?
And his stress is brown. It's brown.
Doodoo brown.
It's not red, purple, black. It's brown,
doodoo.
y'all.
It's doodoo.
Wait until
my
I feel like
God.
Horikoshi actually had it black and they made that shit brown. Or burgundy. They made that shit doodoo brown.
His burden is burden is gonna be him throwing shit all over the fucking screen.
Oh no!
I can't wait till the niggas
I
get
know
on
y'all remember. I know y'all remember all the ink that used to be on them pages. Imagine all of that just being brown.
I cannot wait until the niggas get hold of Redesco throwing shit everywhere. I'm gonna be hollering. You know niggas don't know how to act.
Bro, we
Man,
doing doo-doo,
TPN, literally, The Promised Neverland. Literally, the second season. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they thought it turned out that where they had like,
No, it
man,
is
we
not that
blocked
bad.
you, nigga. What the hell?
Nah,
You
that's
came
a
back
new
It
It's a
is
new
not
one.
that bad.
and the
It's
Russian
not that bad.
and they gave me
Okay?
Russian back. They gave me Russian back.
All right, so
I know.
god damn.
Like the nigga gave me Russian back. The Russian version came back, man. That's hilarious, bro.
Also, I just looked at him, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that scene wasn't bad, and the coloration I actually don't have a problem with because it's supposed to look kind of like ink, and ink isn't always like pure black, especially in that context, because the whole point is that it's an homage to the Rorschach test.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
how I
but-
that's how I
I'm just
accurately
used to
guessed what his quirk was all the way back when my channel first started.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I know, but like
me-
typically
me-
it doesn't have that
That's
like
for the real-
brownish hue. It's typically a little bit. It's a little bit more like kind of smokier in terms of like.
Well, I was just looking at it.
I'm just used to him. I'm just used to him reading the manga and him looking like Venom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's purely it's
Have
pure
y'all read
black in the
Absolute
manga.
Carnage? Like, real question. Y'all read Absolute Carnage?
Also, real quick,
That shit is
I just wanted to point
fire,
out that
bro.
like I saw
Gas.
somebody act like the scene with the building wasn't done well, and I just watched the tap scene and it was
No,
great.
that scene with the building was
No.
amazing.
That scene was really good.
Like what?
Like that whole episode was really well produced. My connection is to him.
No, that was
better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
most.
Okay.
so yeah. And
All right,
so,
so-
but like what that lets me know though is that we literally are at a point where nothing is going to be accepted. So, rip.
Yep.
Hey man, listen.
Says
Y'all can have hope for
delay,
it. See, an optimistic
apologize.
East will be like, man, well, you know what? Since they're gonna have the kids in the war and the heroes, the production will be good because you know you kind of got it. If you can't have the kids do one scene, then the villains looking dookie the next scene. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but that's the optimism talking. I ain't got optimism for the anime. I ain't that nigga no more. Only person I put my faith in is the nigga writing the manga. That nigga ain't never let me down, and he ain't gonna let me down. So I don't place bets no more. I don't place bets. The only thing I do is horror potion. But it's time to wrap this shit up. So we got shit to do for BG gonna be the main ones leaving soon. So we gotta. Then niggas are ironing. Niggas are ironing his polo.
I got 8 minutes.
Niggas already ironing his polo. He put on his
East.
fucking cocaine.
I got 8 minutes, nigga. Come on.
All right, let's wrap it
All
up.
right, final thoughts. Let's go. Let's start wrapping this up.
Stomp body out.
It was good shit. I love
All
the
right,
symbolism.
before
I
the-
love the characters. All that shit.
Yep. Let's everybody keep it quick. We're getting through this before the bot comes back.
Yeah.
All right. Gas pack, 8 out of 10. You know what it is. Good foreshadowing for Fox Lady. All right. Yeah, I'm done.
All right,
Free
Watkins.
Palestine.
If you've been paying attention and reading MHA, this chapter was no surprise to you. Greatness out of 10. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Bonzu.
Great chapter. You know what I mean? We get Haruko, she's cooking for us for the next chapters. We don't know how tasty the food will be, but we know it will be tasty. So 8 on 10. See you, love you all, and let's go. Mwah. Hail Hori.
All right, Tarnish.
Tarnish is muted.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna talk about All Might, but not my thoughts. I'm gonna read Horikoshi, what he said about All Might's future. He said, "I'm afraid All Might's future will be a fairly sad affair," and we already see that coming.
Nigga did.
Archbishop East.
Undefeated East, what do? Greatness out of 10 out of 10. I already know, man. God is here. Fuck y'all niggas. I can't wait to get on this all my shit. Y'all niggas stink. I hate defending. Hard to go.
Hey.
Infinity out of 10, man. Keep that energy.
Yeah. All right, yeah, see. All right, y'all. Appreciate you all coming through. Accept that bot. Fuck a bot. Shout out to Frank Starr, the GOAT. Y'all be safe out here. See you next week. We out. That's it. Show's done.
All right,
Woo! All right,
Okay,
so
now
like,
what's
what's the
the-
big
hold
thing
on,
you
what's the
wanted to
comment?
talk
Hold
about?
on.
all right.
Hold up. Because I'm checking to see if Anime Lately's on right now, so I can tell people to go raid them if they're actually active this time, unlike last time.
They're still like waiting.
All right, yeah. Go to
Yeah.
Anime Lately, y'all. They're still waiting. Make sure you go there, support them. Those are the boys. Now,
Put the link.
without question.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
let me-
Aniki, we're still live, by the way.
I know.
Still says live.
I'm still talking to them. That's why I was like, wait.
We need to send put the link on the
Yeah,
on the
because
video.
I wanted to make sure that they got their shout out. And the boys. Shonen Ronins, here y'all go. Make sure y'all pull up and show some love, okay? To people. Them my peoples.
Be my homie.
Boom. Link in the chat. Now 100% we get to be out.
All right, so like, okay, so like, what's the thing we wanted to talk
Hold
about?
up.